Director Westfall, Academy staff, members of the Academy Council, Academy class, mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, sons, daughters, sisters, and brothers in law enforcement. Here, welcome. Glad you're here. Means a lot. You know, they only had 20 seconds when the towers went down. Just before the towers went down in New York City, they had less than a minute to decide whether they're going to burn to death or jump or make a phone call. And a lot of them decided to make a phone call. And I've heard transcripts of some of those calls. It's hard for us to say certain things as cops. I don't know anything else. That's all I've been, 40-some years. It's hard to say, I love you. That word seems to be hard for us to say. The other one is, it's hard to say, I'm afraid. When we do get afraid. This whole profession is built on distrust, right? Distrust. We don't trust anyone, and we get very cynical. And it rubs off in our family affairs. And that's not fair. The one thing, if you had 1 minute to make one phone call, who would you call and what would you say? You ever tell your kids you love them? Good. It's hard for us, and I'm going to give you a chance today. Would you please stand up? Stand up. Go ahead. President, call to attention.
Class 231, attention!
You know why they're here? Because they believe in you, and they're backing you up, and they made a lot of sacrifices for you. And they love you. You're here for a reason. You've got a name here, don't you? Somebody up here, you're backing up. Tell me the name of the person up here. Tell me the name. Say it. All right. I'm going to give you a chance to tell them I love you, and then I want you to say their names. If you've never done it before, my father didn't. And he called me in college one time on the phone. 21 years old, he told me he loved me, and I stood and bawled on that phone for 10 minutes. I'm going to give you the chance now to tell me. You ready? 1, 2, 3, tell him.
Love you, Craig!
You feel the same way about them? You got a name? Give me a name. Give me a name. All right. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and you're going to tell them you love them, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Love you!
Yeah, I bet you never heard that before from these guys that are macho cops, you know. I said, hey, you know. I hear some big cops in the back saying, I love you, John. It's okay. It's okay. I tell you, there are 3 kinds of people in the world. There are police officers, there's the family, right, and close friends, and the rest of the civilization, right? These are your support, right? They're your support. And when it hits a fan, you got 2 supports. Hopefully you have your faith and you got your family. You need them. They're going with you. They're going with you. You're going to be traveling with them. You're going to bear with them during the good times, the bad times, and make them talk. Because they're going to try to shield you from what's going on in the street, right? So when they get home, you make them talk, right? Because it's a ripple effect. Whatever happens to them is going to happen to you. You make them understand that, right? You stay together and you talk. Very, very, very important. Have a seat, please. Talk. You remember when your mother gave you the talk? I remember. My wife would say to me, have you given Scott the talk? And I would say, have you given Stephanie the talk? You remember the talk? It usually was about the birds and the bees, right? Well, I'm going to give them the talk. I want you to listen. I want you to take a glass, and I want you to put your badge in it. And I want you to put a bullet in with it. And then I want you to pour into it your favorite adult beverage, which I know you have. Now I want you to take a spoon, I want you to stir it. I want you to stir it. And what happens?
Don't mix.
Not standing. Right? Firearms and alcohol do not mix, right? If you go to a party and if you're going to drink, leave your firearm at home, okay? And every media, every newspaper would love to put the headlines, officer arrested for DUI, so get a designated driver. Is that fair? Your badge is going to get you a lot of privileges. But those privileges also can get your badge. And some of those freebies that you get might turn around and haunt you. You with me? Now there are certain people that are enhanced and drawn to men and women in uniform. Anybody that's been on over a year, you've been approached by what we call badge bunnies. And I will tell you something that we love. And that midnight pretty is not worth it, right? Not worth the job, a career. There are little eyes upon you, and they're watching day and night. And their little ears quickly take in every word that you say. There are little hands all eager to do anything that you do. And a little boy who's dreaming of the day that he'll be like you. You're the little boy's idol, and you're the wisest of the wise. And in this little boy's eyes, no suspicions ever arise. He believes in you devoutly and holds all that you say and do. And he will say and do in your way when he's grown up like you. There's a wide-eyed little fellow who believes that you're always right. And his ears are always open. And he watches day and night. I can honestly say that I'm better because of all of you and from the last 13 weeks. So I want to leave you with these words. Do all the good you can by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, at all the places you can, at all the times you can, for all the people you can, as long as you ever can. You are my warriors. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. And you've got a front row seat. And in the words of Bob Hope, thanks for the memories.